March 22nd, 9:47 a.m., District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is CrazyZaku, and I'm bringing you all the hits and misses here. And let's play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. How you guys doing today? Alright, I'm not going to lie, this episode is going to be short. Several episodes of the week are probably going to be short. I had a very horrible day at work the other day, and I kind of just want to relax and play some other games. But I do this for you guys because, you know, you guys mean a lot to me. And, you know, I just want to record some stuff. If you remember last time, guys, we investigated some stuff. We found out that the one lady was kind of involved with the victim of this case, but you know, she works for our client, so it's really weird. We don't know what's going on with that. So now we're getting ready to go to court, and like, we have to win today, so I don't know what's going on. Adrian did it. That's what it looks like. Dude, no way! That woman can do anything. That woman could do anything like that. In court today, there'll be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer, dude. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. I don't know who that is. Well, it's almost time. Mia? We must get a complete acquittal today. I know. But I can't focus on my situation right now. Or Pearl's, either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. It's him. This is Wright.
Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial.
Maya, she's unharmed, right?
Well, when I checked on her early this morning, she seemed a bit, how should we say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world would you want to give me?
You'll figure it out once your trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest if you please.
Wait! The kidnapper sent me a present? Mr. Lawyer did? Who's that? No one. It has nothing to do for you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Dude, fuck you with the Pinocchio reference, alright, man? March 22nd, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ungod. Are the prosecution and the defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor? Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. You must tell me something. Please keep it brief. Now then, what is it?
Prosecutor Von Karma has, this morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman.
What the fuck? I mean, I get it, she's a bitch, but what the fuck? Oh, what? Shot. Somehow, Palpatine has returned. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't help myself. I think this is the present that man was talking about. His present. Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she all right? I don't have that answer. She's alive and in stable condition. Oh, that's good. Who? You're... I thought he'd show up. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska Von Karma could not appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Oh. And we find out that fucking Edgeworth shot her. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I've looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Ungard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you two will know the answer that Fluttershy is best pony. Sorry. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Witness, your name and occupation, please. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct, for now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Detective Gumshoe? The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be a very rough fight. Yeah. It would have to be with Edward as my opponent. The answer you were struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Awards ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corda, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. Or the fact that a fucking butter knife was used. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. After that award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went alone to their rooms, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hold it! The cause of death. Wasn't that because Mr. Corda was stabbed in the chest? Only a garrulous amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention will be drawn here, to this bandana. Which bandana? Banana. That sounds delicious. His bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped around tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, I see. I was wrong. His banana-scented bandana. Got it. Then And what about the knife?
It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after death. Plus, it's a freaking butter knife. Who the heck is going to kill someone with a butter knife? Come on, pal.
We have a crafty murderer on our hands here.
Ah, so we got an autopsy report.
Hold it! And why did you think that?
Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. I watch that show every Saturday at 8 a.m. I should know. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime.
Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that?
We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims, pal.
Only the victims, huh?
I added the pal.
I see. So much for my theory then.
We got an updated guitar case.
Hold it! What convinced you had nothing? What convinced you what convinced you it had nothing to do with the case?
The guitar wasn't the guitar wasn't at the Gaywater Hotel that night.
Well then, where was it?
The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corda, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir.
So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case?
Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. What an idiot.
So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel.
Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his banana-flavored banana. Sorry, I can't do it right now. Then after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. A rusty butter knife at that. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him, of course.
Here it comes. Looks like Edward's back in full swing. Great. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter.
Yes, sir.
Why arrest Ungard?
Matt Ungard and Juan Corda were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume was found in Mr. Ungard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife, pal. The defendant brought the knife for the crime.
Why would he buy the knife for the crime? Who buys a butter knife for a fucking crime?
Which makes this a premeditated murder.
How do you know he bought it? Was there a receipt? So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing?
Oh, it's gold all of a sudden. Okay. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir.
That doesn't look anything like the knife I feel like in the picture. Can we take a look at the picture real quick so I can just look at that?
And there's this button.
That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood?
Yes. And we know the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir.
What? All this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in, right?
I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
You can press as hard as you like. Just hurry up with your pointless questions.
Wait a damn second. What? So the basis of your argument is that it was premeditated murder, that this was premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh. It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. That's the name of the hotel? The Gatewater Hotel? Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, dummy! Which means this murder was not premeditated. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big, What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There's no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough to not realize this. But I didn't... No. The question is, where did this knife come from? Well, why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corrietter's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered, but with that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There's a knife and a fork on the table. The bastard, he didn't even order a spoon. Who doesn't complete the set? Then, where in the world did this knife come from? If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Ungard. Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps, it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Ungard's knife was missing. Mr. Ungard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he'd used during dinner. Well, why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven that this was a premeditated murder. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. Seems like Edgeworth had this planned from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps. I just walked headlong into it. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There's quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to this court. Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well... Phoenix? The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. We answer with something wrong here. A gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? There's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm giving you one chance and only one.
What the judge is saying, Wright, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show the court?
Take that!
This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time, please. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken. His makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see a point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say? Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it, Your Honor?
Your opinion, please.
You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for an example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking.
That does sound very plausible. Mr. Wright. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? If I appear weak here, this trial is over. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. It's just my fault for it, if you're thought-provoking enough. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. Just in case. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this a particular episode right here. Next time, we're going to see what happens. I'm either screwed, and I just got a game over, or I'm not screwed, and this case is continuing, and I'm hopefully we will be able to figure things out from there. In the meantime, folks, my name is CrazyZaku. I brought you all the hits and misses here in Let's Play Finish Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. If you want to catch the videos like this live every Saturday, check the Twitch channel out. It's in the description. Twitch.tv/TCWCrazyZaku. I do it every Saturday, sometimes Sundays, but usually every Saturday around 4 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. Please share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your enemies, everyone in between. Drop a DDT on that like button. Cover for the 3, smack that subscribe button like it owes you some money. Tickle that bell wherever it happens to be to stay up to date with all of our adventures in and out of the courtroom. And I will see you guys later. Later.
Rise from the ashes.